Hey everybody! Today is day 2 of the Breeders' Cup Final, featuring 3-year-olds and a 4-year-old known as senior racers. First race does not kick off for about 90 minutes or so, but yesterday I allowed about 5 minutes a race for our race preview, and we yapped too much on some of the races, so allowing a little bit longer for this race preview. Waiting for Gary to show up, although I did just send him the info last minute, but he will hopefully join me soon, or perhaps he will just not. So it's been notified that he won't be in for like a half hour. So I will be on my own for the first 2 or 3. And again, I want to say congratulations to those folks yesterday that either won or cashed checks in the 6 juvenile races. Some nice purses and some folks getting some nice wins. Going to pull up the first card of the day. And I will see if I can get myself out of the picture so you can just see the field. The first race at 14:35 game time, game clock or site clock, is the 6 furlong senior sprint final. Field of 10 going at 14:35 at Gulfstream with a purse of $500,000 plus bonuses for state breds. Recognize several of these horses from their efforts today or this year. So let's go through the form. On the rail, we have First of a Great Family from Eddie TNT. Horse is a 4-year-old. 34 races, 6 wins, 3 seconds, 4 thirds. Looking at his history here, coming off a G1 event where he took to the lead, either that or was too wide in the lead, and looks like the fractions got to him a little bit and got caught. Has been running the graded races for the most part. Turf record is 0 for 13. Turf horse, but luckily he's on the dirt, so we'll see what he's got. Expensive Queen from Chrisman, also a 4-year-old, 2 for 21, 6 seconds, 5 thirds. Third horse, nice race, 2 races back, barely lost, and a nice 117.98 rating at Gulfstream. So we shall see if he can duplicate that effort. Sticky Situation has been a star of the Desert stable, Berkey's horse. 31 lifetime starts, 18 wins, 6 seconds and 4 thirds, 28 of 31 in the top 3. This year at 4 years of age, 8 wins and 12 starts. And you just look at his past performances. Horse just is a machine right now. Looks red hot. First. Last 3 races. Good times, good speed. Can carry his speed, it looks like. And Very good times. Definitely a top contender here. Snow Chief, Jake Dog Racing, 32 starts, 11 wins, 4 seconds, and 5 thirds. Turf Horse, running on dirt, has scored 6 of 14 on the dirt, so the dirt isn't a problem. Go back to Santa Anita race, 116 speed, 98 pace. Last race, 116 speed, 94 pace on the soft turf. Horse is definitely capable. He's a Force, Polaris Bloodstock, 31 starts, 13 wins, 6 seconds, and 3 thirds. Good record. Originally owned by Jake Dog Racing, Turf Horse, but 9 for 19 on the dirt. Nice dirt record, including a mud victory at this track last time out. You can see he's been running in the graded companies and finishing well. Got some really quick works I'm noticing down there for 5 furlongs. So 57.40, 57.30. Pointed Bird, a BC Sprint Turf champion. Chrisman owns, a homebred, 14 wins and 24 starts, 4 of 8 this year. Also in the money 7 other times, so 21 of 24 in the money. On the dirt, 5 of 6 finishes in first or second. Looking at him he's been mainly on the turf, winning at 5 furlongs. Did run on the dirt back on the 31st, but it was a good condition instead of fast. But another capable horse in here. You notice the 100 pace rating back on June 28th, but consistently holding his speed in the 112, 113 ratings. Lightning Ree, another one from Chrisman, another homebred. He is 9 of 31 lifetime with 7 seconds and 2 thirds. Nice record. Has 4 of 21 wins on the dirt. You can see back on the 28th, the turf win, dirt second on the 14th, and constantly in the mix. Thunder Shower, a dirt sprint champion from John Greco Hold'em. 11 of 36 wins, also 12 seconds and 5 thirds. 28 of 36 in the top 3. On dirt, 9 of 25, but also 9 second place finishes. Looking at his past races, was second at Gulfstream on a dirt fast 6 furlong track. Winner 107.64. Horse was second. The nice 113 speed, 97 pace. And then followed it up a little bit longer distance, showed some speed, maybe tired a little bit, got third, held in there. So definitely a nice looking runner. Golden Reality from Chrisman as well. 6 of 29 lifetime, 15 of 29 in the money. On the dirt, 3 for 17. Been consistently cashing checks in his last 5 or 6 races. Blushing Boy in Duna, homebred. 10 of 29 lifetime, 20 of 29 in the money, 9 of 22 on the dirt. Last ran at Gulfstream 2 races back. A little bit of a tough trip, finishing 5th. But prior to that, back-to-back seconds, and then his last race out at 7, second as well. So kind of looking like horse got revitalized in that last race, jumping his speed rating up to 118, which is pretty awesome. And that is the field for the first race. Have to like sticky situation, but there's a couple others that can definitely jump in there and handle the field if the race presents itself. Next race is the $1,000 Senior Turf Classic. Horses that have managed to survive for their campaigns all the way up through 4, perhaps 5. I don't think there's probably any 6-year-olds in here. So let's get through the field here. 12 horses going 1 1/8 on the turf. Material Man has caught fire this season, 7 of 10 winners, and those ones he did not win, he finished second. Coming off 4 of last 5 of the races I can see, the rail speed, constant high pace ratings, has to be a top contender here. Crazy Legs from Paul and More Racing Sable. 5 out of 19 lifetime, 10 out of 19 in the money. Turf, 5 of 14, likes the turf. Has run a couple back-to-back races, not so good. Was hot, maybe coming in. Maybe a chance to wake up and get in this. Egghead Software, a horse claimed away from me and then claimed away from John. Doc Lots done a great job with it. Kentucky Oaks winner. 9 wins, 38 starts, 20 top 2 finishes, 27 in the money out of 38. On the turf, 3 of 15. Comes into this with some very capable racing. Finishing second, third, fifth. Looks like he might need to pick up a little bit to be a contender here. But honest horse, always tries. Has a chance. Gold Merchant, another nice horse from Chrisman. Gold Merchant, winner of almost 4 million points, $4,000. Hasn't fared well as well this year. Only 1 of 13. 4-year-old, 13 of 35 lifetime. Looks to me a little off form as of late, but definitely has the class to be part of this. Nice looking horse. Gold Merchant pretty much was one of the every horses season back. Attack the Fort, another superstar from Star of the Desert from Sticky Bell. 11 of 29 lifetime winners. 20 of 29 money, almost $2,000, I should say, in earnings. Attack the Fort was red hot last season, and then at the end tailed off a little bit. It looks like 6 of 11 in money this year. 2 races back, 1 1/8. Nice racer, finishing second. Always around the money. Definitely big chance in this one. She's all diva. Look at all these trophies we're showing. All these horses that have won and continue to do well. Bobby Dazzler, I wish he was here to tell me about this horse, but he'll be here in a little bit. 8 of 32 lifetime. 18 of 32 in the money. And 0 for 9 on the year. a bit off form, according to his recent successes. Although the last race he bounced back with a nice closing second. So hopefully he will pick it up today.
Hello.
Finally showed up. Just talking about your horse. She's all
Right?
She's all diva.
Yeah, it's one of them ones. I'm more hopeful than I am confident. I think she's starting to come back into form a wee bit. She holds the track record, the man and it still holds it now for a couple of seasons. So who knows?
Yep. We're up to number 7, Arms Wide Open. Horse is having a good year, 8 of 18, 15 of 38 career, 24-38 in the money, just over 1 million points from Gricko Hold'em, who starts back. Grade 1 winner with a 114 speed, 98 pace. Gotta like that. And then Churchill, another winner. So you gotta like this horse's chances as well. Moonshine Bust, also Doc Lutz. 6 of 36. Impressive 11 second place finishes, though, and 8 thirds. So 25 of 36 in the money. Only 1 for 10 on the year, but 5 seconds. Always cashing checks. Definitely had a nice run last time out. Finishing second. What you got on in the background there?
Sorry.
Fly the Banner. Another one from Bobby Dazzler, Gary. 3 of 25 lifetime, 0 for 4 on the year, 0 for 8 on the turf.
Sneaked in the back door, this one.
Try to sneak in the back door. Nice second place run there on July 2nd. And then he looks like he's been resting, waiting for this one.
Yeah, he hasn't raced a lot at all. So just, as I say, sneaked in. I think he was 13th place or something, and was one of the other ones didn't get in, so we'll just put him in.
Okay. Fancy for Gold in the 10 spot from Paul Enmore of Enmore Racing Stable. 1 for 12 on the year, but 11 for 24 in the money lifetime, including 4 wins, 340,000 points in earnings. 3 races back. Won a G1 with a very respectable 98 pace, 112 speed. If he can, looks like he wants to close, so if fractions are good, may see him up there. May take it all. Dynamic Kingdom from Chrisman, 3 of 29 lifetime, 1 of 14 on the year. Not looking like a contender here, although he does tend to get in. He hasn't got anything better than 3rd or 4th, but that I could see, because I actually can see that he's got 1 win and 3 second thirds this year. So not sure if he has what it takes today. No slight to him, because it's been a good horse. Road to Omaha, 10 wins in 31 starts, 4 for 16 on the year. Road to Omaha, 850,000 points. Find back on the 30th, he did win at 1 mile and 1/8. But his speed and pace ratings look a little bit non-competitive lately. But you just, like you say, you never know. Could wake up and take it. The overall favorite to me has to be the Rail Horse.
Yeah.
But there's several that could do well, but Material Man is just
he's in form of doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hoping for a place at best.
The 700,000 point Senior Route Cup Final. 12 horses going the distance. On the rail, Sugar Sands, very lightly raced horse. 5 lifetime starts all this year. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Nope.
In a BC final.
Well, it shows you, the horses sit by. You can race them at 4 and you can hit the finals with them.
Yeah. Well, he definitely has been competitive. Shows speed at times. Other times, kind of looking for position. Down on the rail. Ran a very nice race on the rail before. So, rail. And, of course, he's gray, which has a huge
that's like a 5th leg, isn't it, really? Like
Sure is. Brassic, 5 of 20 lifetime. 2 of 7 this year. From Chrisman, a gelding. I forgot, what are we on here? Turf or dirt? We're on dirt.
Dirt.
Okay. Dirt horse, 5 of 17 lifetime, including his last race at a mile and 3/8 on the dirt. 110 speed, 96 pace, wired the field. Small field, 4 horses, but a win counts no matter how many horses are in it. Decent race before that as well. But I'm seeing a lot of 104, 105, 106s in the senior horses. But then you can see his horse last race kicked up to a 110. So maybe on the men's, ready to go again. International. I never know how to pronounce this thing, except for I know he beat me. Beat Disco. He beat Disco in the big race, and I'll never forgive him for it. So 5 of 24 lifetime, over 1 million points. 4-year-old colt from Chrisman. 1.5 miles. Loves a 1.5 miles. Loves to run a 1.5 miles. He's only hit the board once in his last 5.
That was in the Lance.
And it was not a graded, but very capable. Very, very capable. Swiftsure, the Goldakova horse from Jake Dog, another horse having tremendous career with 2 million points, 9 of 39 lifetime, but 12 seconds to go with that in 5/3, 26 of 39. The money this year, 3 for 4, 14, I should say, with even 300,000, close to 300,000 points earnings. Last race, 1.5 miles on the dirt at Churchill. Impressive win. So the 105 simply could mean that's all the horse needed to run to win. Yeah. Hard to say. 97, nothing wrong with that. If he can repeat this effort, should be right up there. Iron Security, another top dog from Chrisman. 14 of 31, still 6 of 12 as a 4-year-old. 11 of 12 in the money, 10 of 12 this year in the top 2. Over 1 million points in earnings, a homebred, and definitely capable. Look at him, 4 of his last 5 winners, and no slouch getting beat in the Arlington Million with a 1:15.99 speed and pace. Prior to that, a 1:15.100. Consistently goes all out with his speed. 1:15, definitely top contender.
Yep. Would have to agree there.
Taryn has a lot of wind. Eliminator champion previously. 12 of 58. 58 races. The horse is a 5-year-old. Still out there running and competing. 17 third place finish. I don't know if I've ever seen a horse since I've been here which has 17 third place finishes. But you add those up, 36 of 58. I'm only 2 of 17 this year, but again, 7 third place finishes. Zenyatta and Burden, nice combination. Should be a breeding star as well. Last 4 races, all third place finishes. I don't find that surprising based on the stats I saw, but horse has class and you never know with Eddie. He can get in there. Captain Steven from Tri-City, 9 of 19, 14 of 19 first or second place finishes. Lightly raced 2 for 7 this year out of a Rybot. I like Rybot a lot. If you look at him, he has been second place 3 of his last 5 starts. Definitely a contender. He needs to come back to that race way back in June because he might have to close, or the race on July 17th. So he might be closing this race, might be able to have a chance. Mischievous Maid from Gary here. 3 of 33 lifetime, 12 of 33, 500,000, almost 600,000 points. Only 1 for 10 on the year. Back on the 22nd, ran a very nice race. 13 links back, coming for home, and almost got up for the win. Pretty impressive. He's keeping the same form with the 104s and 105s, and the 105.97, 2 races back, the G3 event. Even though he got 5th, 97 pace, not too bad. The 98 that we're seeing on July 3rd. So if he can, she, I should say, can duplicate some of those, should be right up there challenging.
She hasn't had the clearest of runs a lot of the time.
Perrin going the long way from Eddie. 9 of 45 lifetime.
Nice breed.
45 in the money. 4 of 18 this season. And a prior BC Turf Mile champion. Back on the 17th, very nice race with a 98 pace. On the 7th of earlier this month, closed a ton from 7th to 4th, 10 links back to 298. So there's definitely going to be some speed and some closers. See if this horse can get it done. Commanding from Carlton Lodge. Homebred, 6 of 15 lifetime, 12 of 15 starts, either finishing first and second. Same this year, 8 of 10 first and second. Lightly raced, 4-year-old. Thunder Gladiator. I believe I used to own that sire. I think maybe he got it from me. Not sure. But look at this race. This guy's consistent. Yeah, he's running. He's on form for sure. Definitely. Look at 2 races back. Good looking race. This horse is sneakily, if that's a word, got himself into the contenders here. That race on the 10th. Mile and a half was out by 4 links. Coming for home and held on. Impressive race there. Capital Radio from Chrisman. Winless on the year. 5 of 34 lifetime. 15 of 34 in the money lifetime. 350,000 points. 4-year-old colt out of Zenyatta and Bernardini. Let's see what he's got here. He's not looking to be in too good a form, but he still seems to compete. Just hasn't pushed through for a win. So we'll see what Chrisman does with that horse. The horse is going to be a very good breeder, though, in my opinion.
Yep.
Moonshine Rybot from Sheen, Polaris Bloodstock. 8 of 21 lifetime, 14 of 21 in the money, 154,000 points. Rybot, again, love Rybot. 2 starts back, got a win to his credit. Last one out looked like maybe bad trip, didn't like the soft. So go down to July 3rd and you see a 99. Got 3rd with a 99 pace rating. Very competitive. Looks like he went out a little bit too quick on the 22nd.
He's went for it.
So we shall see what he does from the 12 hole. So, what do we
You'd
think?
have to fancy Kjartans in that race, wouldn't you?
Yeah. International A's, both the Chrismans, Eddie.
Come on.
For a chance. This is an open field here. All right, I think I might be going too slow because it's taking more than 10 minutes here.
What time is the first race out, Lee?
Look at this guy showing up.
There's Dawn. There's a triple crown champion going for the quadruple tonight.
Going for the quadruple.
I don't know about that, guys.
All right.
There's too many good horses in there, and
yeah. We expect you to play the woe is me, but that's okay.
We're due for a step back.
What's that?
I said we're due. I've had too much fortunate luck this season, so I'm expecting it to turn anytime.
Yeah, it's a tough field, so you never know.
Yeah.
All right, let's get through the first of the 3-year-olds Turf Cup final. 6 furlongs turf sprint cup. Delta Process from Chrisman. It's about an hour before the race, Gary, so we got like 6 of these to get through.
Right. Well, at least with them on here to talk about Big Bling now.
Yeah, exactly. Delta Process from Chrisman, solid looking horse, 13 of 18 in the money. 6 furlong. What are we on here? Turf. 6 furlong turf, back to back, 3rd and 4th. Looks like on the Oaks, he 10 post didn't do him too well, but go back down to the 18th, showed some speed out of the gate. Nice run there. So always a contender in a 6 furlong race from the 1. Man from Pegasus, also Chrisman, 5 for 25, lifetime 1 for 10 on the year as a 3-year-old. Back on the 20th, closing win in 5 furlongs. Wow, 9th place out of the gate, got up and won. So look for this horse to be running late. Finicky Ree also for. Wait a minute, is Crispin got every horse in this race?
He's got them loaded tonight.
6 for 24. I remember Finicky Ree being pretty good out of the gate this year. Contender, second, 6th, first. Last one from the 9 hole is a 5 furlong race. Didn't suit it too well. Has speed. This horse might be looking for the lead here. Look at that 21.62 opening, 3 races back. 21.59, 4 races back. Might be the one he sends out. Stay on the floor. Aloya having a great season. Aloya is 2 for 10 on the year. 1 for 6 on turf. 2 races back. Looked pretty good, finishing 3rd in the G2 from the 7th spot. Either dropped or was hung out and still held on. Down at the bottom, you see a soft race where he won with a 1:15.95 speed and pace. Definitely can contend here. American Tank from Dutton. I think it's probably the horse we've heard the most of in the last 2 years. American Tank 2 for 25, lifetime 1 for 6. If you ask Dutton, he'll say he probably wasn't doing what he should have been doing with the horse, but he always typically had run him in high caliber, high stakes races. So he did manage into the final with his points. And right now, if you go back 3 races to that 4th place finish, his speed at 113 and pace 96. Not too bad. So we'll see if he's finally got this horse rocking and rolling today. The Boss's Dream from Eddie TNT for 16 on the year and lifetime, assuming he might have been a late 2-year-old. Back on the 18th, ran a very nice 5 furlong race to close for the win with the 111.97 pace. Last 3 haven't been super, but 2 of the 3 were 6 post, 8 posts. So see if he can get back to that earlier form. Landmine from Aloya as well. 8 10 winners. 2 second place finishes. So 10 of 10 in the top 2. Race today is on turf, where he has been 5 of 7 as well. Go here and look, and I see first. Wire. So you have to assume he's going to be out and winging. And if he can make the lead, he may not look back, to be honest with you. Tough field, but I like this horse. Goes Protocol with Chrisman as well. 3 out of 15 lifetime and on the year. Only 1 of 12 on the turf, though. Let's see what he's doing. He does cash some checks. And he 2 races back on the turf firm ran a very nice race, 118.96. So maybe he's round and got him all set where he wants to run him today. I remember this Orange Fanta from Prestige. I thought it started pretty well as a 2-year-old, and I thought it had tailed off, but it made the final, so must be doing good. 0 for 12 on the year, but 2 seconds, 6 thirds. 356,000 points. So he definitely has run some nice races. See if we can find something in his history. The 14th and 9th, he ran some nice speed, some decent pace.
I think he claimed that horse, didn't he, for $10 or something?
Maybe that's where I heard from it, because he got it real cheap. Okay. That is the field. That's with the Crispin 1, 2, 3. You never know what's going to happen with that as far as strategy wise. But if
Oliver's horse,
if
Aloy or whatever you call
him. I don't say his name right either. Is it if he can get out and clear the leaders, like I said, he may not look back. Depends on how tough he has to go. Now we're up to the 350,000 Dirt Mile Cup final. Looking over the field, just looking through them. Okay, now we'll get in there. Dutton draws the rail. 15,000 claimer from Aloya. Now he's sitting 3 out of 14 lifetime, 2 out of 9 year. I'm sorry, I can't remember. 1 mile dirt. Okay. So you have a mile dirt. I don't see a mile dirt. I see a 6 furlong race back there. And then the last 3 or 4 doesn't look on form. Those nice close. And the 7 furlong race, 2 back. So maybe he can. Doesn't look like he's going to be out quick, even though he did the 1. But I guess you never know. Flying Trick from. Is it Jara Grove or Jara Grove?
Jara.
Rico for 10,000 claimer. Won 118,000 points all this year. 4 of 10 on the dirt. Let's look for got a 1 1/8 on a mud. Closed up for the win with a 120 speed.
Holy hell.
Prior to that, in the race he was claimed out of, 121 speed, 98 pace, was on turf. So horse is definitely capable. If he runs back to those, should be challenging. Wicked Ways from Creekside. 4 of 17 lifetime, 1 of 6 on the year. Mile race. Don't see a mile in the past. 6 furlong last time out in allowance race. Closed up for the win. Horse looks a little in over its head. I could be wrong, but the speed and pace ratings don't look as competitive as I would like. But you never know. Dashing Pegasus from Dash Stables had a big day yesterday. 3 of 19 lifetime, 1 for 11 this year. Dirt, only 1 for 13 on the dirt. Let's look at his mile. It was a mile last time, didn't look too good. Mile, but an allowance, did get second, closed up for second. Horse doesn't look like he's in his top form. Might be a little bit overmatched here. Wild Fox from Flip Farms. 6 wins of 19, 12 of 19 in first or second. 586,000 points. Coming off a mile run in which he led to the stretch. Faded late. Respectable 116 speed, though, so gave it his pretty much his all. 96 pace. Prior to that, looks like he pushed the pace for a mile and an 8. Fell off again at the end. So the right trip, similar to a trip there on the mile race below where he got out, looked like he ran a pretty good race on the 18th. So you expect him to be out on or near the lead and see if he can hold on. Bigger ticket from Chrisman, 4 of 24, lifetime 0 for 6 on the year. Second place back on the 4th, but his most recent efforts look a little bit down. We shall see, though. The race back on the 11th was fine if he could come back to that. Cocaine Bear, Carlton Lodge. 3 of 14 lifetime and on the season. Looking for a mile race here, 5th. He did win last time out at 6 furlongs, closing 112.99. You got to respect the 99, no matter what distance. Twice he's run 6 furlongs, 98 and 99. Hasn't fared as well in the longer races, so just see if he's got closing speed to get to the leaders if he doesn't go out. And now we got Jake Dog, 10 of 14 with Midnight Stars. 12 of 14 in the money, 417,000 points. Assuming another late 2-year-old. Last time out, winner. Prior to that, winner. Prior to that, winner. 1 mile with a 113.98. Started from the 8 post, got early position, overwhelmed them for the lead or the lead and win.
You fancy this one, Don?
Don, I'm going to have to probably move you right up to the favorite here. Sorry to jinx you.
That will. No, there's a couple good horses underneath him, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's not going to be. I'm not saying it's an easy win. Just he's right now. He just looks like he's on all cylinders. So. Make a Trillion from Dash as well. 1 for 19 lifetime, 0 for 17 this year, but he was pounding the pavement of the top fields. See what he's got. Back on the 1st, decent race to get 3rd. Boy, I tell you, 0 for 17. He is a Trillion, though, and you can never count the Trillions out. Silver Warrior from Paul and More Racing Stable, 7 for 15 lifetime, 4 for 11 on the year. 7 of 15. He's always ran on the dirt, which is nice. Got this from Tri-City for 30,000. Let's check him out here. Not seeing some too big of numbers here on the speed and pace, but we'll see. Paul's only had him a couple of races, so we'll see if he made some adjustments or did anything to tune him up. Perfect X from Chrisman, 4 for 34 on the career, 0 for 11 this year. See what he's done at the mile. And they did bounce back a little bit in the shorter race with 111 speed. Prior to that, the 106, 107, 108. I just think you have to have a little more to compete.
Does Chrisman just shoot up?
Two Rivers from Foggy Dan Farms. 6 of 16 lifetime all this season. 877,000 points in earnings. Let's see what Two Rivers has done in this category. Nice win back there on the 25th. Wow. 10th by 8. Comes up and wins it. Then back-to-back horses speed back-to-back. 113, 114. So he's showing he's hitting stride at the right time here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you think?
Well, we'll have to go for that Midnight Stars of Jake Dogs.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm thinking Wicked Ways and Wild Fox.
Okay.
They're going to be out front there, I think.
All right. We shall see.
And then you got to worry about Foggy's horse closing. All his horses seem to close at the last minute.
Yeah, that's true too. The 1 mile turf for 650,000 points. I see Norm's Sideshow horse up here. Jake's got one in here. No, Norm's got 2 of the first 3. Let's see. Dashing Apollo, recognize that. Or Lady Trillion. Let's go see him. Juvenile Philly Classic winner, Sideshow Pipe Dream. 2 of 9 on the year, 7 of 15 overall, 1.3 million points. Mile and an 1/8 on the turf. Last time out from the 10 hole. Just basically took control of that race and never looked back. Race before was in a track record race, closed for 3rd. So he can choose to go out or pull back a little bit and let the speed take off and close him. Very flexible on this horse. Churchill, this is it. Did he run at Churchill? Yep. The 113.99 at Churchill. I would expect him to be out and winging, maybe pull back from 1 and still have the speed to get.
I remember him in the Derby. He went to the front and he never looked back. Oh, the Oaks, sorry.
Yeah, the Oaks, yeah. Grace O'Malley, Philly Turf Mile winner from last year, I assume, Jake, since he's 3 now, and he could have only ran as 2 in the Philly Juvenile Turf. 1 for 15 on the year. What's going on here? A lot of seconds, 4 seconds.
Yeah, she's
decent earnings though, 231,000.
She's been a little competitive, but a little bit off form. So it's
okay.
Squeaking her out. She had a free entry, so I put her in.
Okay. Hawaiian Queen over 6 on the year, 2 seconds in the 3rd. Hawaiian Queen mile turf 3 races ago ran the decent race. Boy, it's still hard to get past Sideshow, Pipe Show, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sideshow Pipe Dream. Don't mean to slight the other horses, but that horse looks really good. Half the Hassle from Induna, 5 of 14 on the year. Been running the sprints. It did run a mile and an 1/8. Didn't fare too well in the longer races, so we shall see what Induna has up his sleeve. Yahweh Trot, also from Don here, 6 of 15 on the year and lifetime. 446,000 points. Looking like he's got a little speed in the mile. 107.99. 2 races back on this track. Was an allowance, but I don't know, the race rating wasn't that high. But what do you think, Don?
Yeah, that was actually a qualifier, grade 2 qualifier.
Oh,
just comes up as an allowance. This is this is actually one of my favorite horses. There's nothing in this horse's works, conforms, or HR that says it should run this well, but it just tries every time. So,
nice.
I love this horse.
Okay, well, maybe he'll fire right to the winner's circle. Outlander from Prestige, 3 of 19, lifetime 1 of 10 this season. Let's go back 2 races ago in that same race with you, or another heat of it. Finished second, 112.97. Very respectable. Comes back to that. Should be right in there. Dunbar time from Dutton, 0 for 5 on the year, but a second and 3/3. 1 for 9 lifetime. Let's find a mile or mile and an eighth. Fourth, mile and an eighth, but back on a mile and an eighth on a turf. Close for third. Looks like he's gonna have to close and pick up the effort a little bit. I'm not saying he's a bad horse.
Well, it was my horse.
Got it from Gary. Yeah, okay. So we'll see if he can get up there. Will's Way, Chrisman, 6 of 20 lifetime, and on the year 14 of 20 in the money, 658,000 points out of Easy Goer. You don't see very many Easy Goer horses these days. A gelding. Look at the back-to-back wins and 3 out of the last 5. Horse has been consistent. 113, 113, and then 112 last time. Close almost got up for the win last time out at a mile and an eighth. Did get the win last time he ran a mile. Very much a contender here. Dashing Apollo. 4 of 19, lifetime 2 of 10 on the year, 586,000 points. Let's check him out here. Been mile last time out. Not sure if it was the trip or what, but he did not fare too well, although ran about even. Didn't just seem like he sat the whole place. Maybe he was blocked. Doesn't look like he's shown much form lately since the June 29th race when he went out and then was run down, but he actually had some decent ratings that day. So we shall see today. Lady Trillion, also from Dash, 4 of 17 lifetime, 2 of 11 on the year, ran 6th in the Oaks, 4th and 3rd, couple races before qualifiers, back on a 6th, did get a win, the 98 pace. So that's what he needs to do today. Looks like he's, I don't know, maybe leaving, maybe closing, hard to tell. Looks good from Doc Lutz, 7 of 27 lifetime, 3 of 16 in the season. He's got going, got a win back. It says allowance, but I don't know then. Maybe they are qualifiers. Nice run, 2 races back to close, get second. 121 speed rating.
Yeah.
Really sticks out. 99 pace. So whatever feed the horse was eating that day, make sure that he gets fed. And right before that, the 120. So back-to-back races, horse was lightning. So see if he can come back to that form. All right. Well, definitely like Chrisman's horse, Will's Way. And Jake likes his horse, which I do too. But there's a couple.
There's some. This race is stacked.
Yeah.
It's just it's thick with quality horses. I mean,
yeah.
If Sideshow Pipe Dream runs that Kentucky Oaks again,
yeah,
it's gone. And then Will's Way, yeah. And then this Hawaiian Queen, another Chernobyl horse.
Yeah.
Big Bling raced against that horse a few times, and that horse was all over him. He couldn't shake it. So there might be something in that horse too.
Yep. Okay. Good race. The 650,000 Dirt Sprint Cup Final, 6 furlongs on the dirt. I can see right now Jake drew the catbird seat here with At the Buzzer. Horse.
Yeah. Horse is off a little bit right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Wrong time.
Wrong time. But wow. I don't know.
Good
Last
bounce
time I
back.
ever saw a horse go 14 out of 17. Actually, it was 14 out of 15. 15 before the last two. But
Yeah, last two he hit a wall or fell off form or something. So we'll see what happens.
yeah, he needs to. Gosh, he doesn't even. I don't know. I don't want to say that he doesn't even need to run those before, but he probably does. She's on tote. Foggy Dan. Look at this. First horse from Greco, owned by Jake. Second horse, she's on tote. Greco, owned by Foggy. 9 of 18. Lifetime. 7 of 14 on the dirt. Kind of looks like got a tightener last time out. And, that could be, like you said, that could be a qualifier. It just says allowance, but he runs like that. You and him are going to be neck and neck. Good chance for this horse. Curlanita. 0 for 10 on the year. 500,000 lifetime points. 9 out of 17, either first or second. 6 furlongs. Post got to him last time on the inside. Tired out. 3. If he runs like the 3 races back, it's a chance to compete here. That was even with the jockey Curtis. So I'm not thinking he's one of the top jockeys, but maybe I'm wrong there. Tis Heavenly from Chrisman. Dirt Sprint champion last season. Only 1 of 11 this season, though, but 743,000 points. He does have 4 seconds and 2/3 this season. 6 furlongs. Have you seen him in your at the buzzer races?
Which one?
Tis Heavenly?
Yes. I've seen him a couple times.
So some of these 4th thirds
A lot of these horses race Pure Hype coming up, and Curl Anita I've seen hang on and really run well before. So
okay,
there's some good horses here.
Tis pretty. 35 lifetime starts as a 3-year-old. 1 for 14 this year. Looks to be a little off form. Going to need a little bit more out of him this time. Pure Hype, also Chrisman. 2 of 12 lifetime and on the season. Homebred. Back on the 14th on the mud. Streaked out a nice 115.97 for 5 furlongs. Last couple have been okay. Could be better. Needs to be better today. Sunny Day, Paul, and More Racing Stable. 9 of 21 lifetime and on the season.
This one's been running really well lately.
Yeah, 19 of 21 in the money. 16 of 21 first, second. Almost 500,000 points earned. Last race, wired the field. 114.94. Even though he had third the race before, a 114.98. Very consistent and looks to be a top contender here. Missing Link. Another one from Jake Dog. 10 of 16. 15 of 16.
Don't you just hit show off, sir?
Another, just look at the record. This horse is red hot. Should be there as well. You're going to have a choice to make on how many of these are. You might have to pull back on stock or something. I don't know. Aloya's Apple Pie. 7 of 16 lifetime. 3 of 11 on the year. 6 of 7 on turf, though. Is this turf or dirt? I've already forgotten.
Turf, isn't it?
Turf? Right.
No, this is dirt. This one is
dirt.
This one is the dirt, I think.
Yeah, it is dirt. Okay. Sorry if I'm making everyone dizzy.
Yep.
6 of 7 on turf, 1 of 9 on dirt, but he's still got 4 of 9 in the money. But good looking horse. 7 of 16, 10 of 16 in the money, almost 300,000. Last one on the dirt. Good looking race, 106.93. I'm guessing he might have been hung out there. but still stayed solid. Last dirt race also sat there with a 119.99.
That's
Definitely
a good rating for second.
Special Tiara, Juvenile Classic winner last year. 1 for 12 this year. 6 out of 21, 14 out of 21 in the money from Winning Ways. 1.6 million points. Ran a mile and an eighth. Last race, 6 furlongs.
Kentucky Oaks and did real well.
Yeah, sure did. Actually had him in the Preakness and Belmont. Took a chance. Come down to this 6 furlong race. Closing second. So if there's some fast pace, maybe closing at the end. But couple stood out there. Obviously at the buzzer, she's on tilt. But a couple further down, your other horse.
Missing Leg.
Mm-hmm. And then you never know what Christman's going to do. And you never know. It's just be interesting to see how the pace comes out.
And Sunny Day with Paul always seems to be there all the time.
Yeah, true. So it'll be interesting to see what strategies are out there. What do we got? 2 left? Oh, wow. You've got a half hour to go through these 2. All right. We're way ahead. We can drill Don.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look.
For the night.
Gary was bugging me to come on. He said I only had to do 20 minutes.
You believe everything I tell you?
You got to read the fine print.
20 minutes in that one race.
What's that?
20 minutes in that one race.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Blings race.
Okay. The 1 million point route turf final. Trill Dancer from Greco. 6 of 21 lifetime, 5 of 16 this year. Out of Northern Dancer and Trillion. Let's see what he's gone a mile and a half. Last time out. So yeah, this, and then back on the 15th. 1 at a mile and a half on the 15th. Now, I don't put as much into the speed and pace. Well, pace maybe, but I don't put as much into them having to have these 117, 120, speed ratings for these longer races because
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to be lightning quick,
Yep.
They just have to be able to carry it a little bit.
Yep, carry it the whole race.
Yep. So I'm going to focus more on the race results, which I see a mile and 3/8 last 2 times out. Second with a 98 pace, and then 1 at mile and a half. So inside, saving some ground, definitely has a chance. Gone Fishing, who I thought was going to run you down.
Yes.
Belmont.
Absolutely. This horse is outstanding.
Yes, it is. Again, back to my point, look back at the mile and a quarter, 2 races back. Wire to field, speed 109. You're thinking, that's not so good. Actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah, 99
pace. So nice race. Kentucky Derby got 5th. Some robot set a track record, so 5th by 6th. Not bad. This is a nice horse.
I was glad to see him in this race and not the Classic.
Yeah, he is. I was watching. I guess we can talk about this later, but I was watching as that race was going, and the Belmont, and all the way through about the half of the race on, he was gaining. Like every time I'd look up, it would be like
it was just ticking off. It was ticking off the fractions of a second.
Yeah.
The whole race almost.
And I thought that at that rate, he was going to get you.
Yeah,
it was going to be close, but
I
then
did
your
too.
horse unleashed a little bit in the stretch. So
He had a little kick, but he barely hung on. And I'll tell you what, in that race, Brian's horse, I forget the name. The Balding's horse hung with him the whole way and started closing coming out of the turn also. And that horse came out of nowhere. Horse wasn't even on my radar.
Judd was pivotal.
Yes, that was it.
And then Wonder Woman shook loose on a rail and was flying as well.
If Wonder Woman was 2 or 3 lengths closer coming into the stretch, would have had him easy.
Yeah. Twinning from Nemesis. Hey, I haven't seen Nemesis in a while. 7 of 12, lifetime 4 of 8, so lightly raced. Really? Let's see. 4 of 8. I guess I would consider that lightly raced. Looking back, gosh, go back to that race on the 5th.
Yeah.
111, 100. Then on the 12th, followed that up. Not sure what happened, but something was off. The fractions, maybe. I don't know what happened there. A little bit quick, but not too. I don't know. Must have been a bad trip or something, because an 88 doesn't make sense after those.
Could have got blocked or something, or the turf it shows firm. It may have been a little off.
Yeah. But back to those 2 before, definite chance. More cake from Greco. 9 of 27, lifetime 4 of 16 this season. Hasn't found the winner's circle, but boy, what a close last time. 9th by 11, up to get 2nd. So he will be looking for fast pace and a close, or maybe just a closer position than 9th by 11. He shoots, he scores. Another nice horse. 9 of 31 lifetime, 4 of 31 this year, coming off a 1 1/2 mile and a half victory last time out, closing as well. Was that the same race? It was. Okay. So Greco's horses were flying at the end, trying to beat each other. Has a definite chance of closing down. Pioneer. This horse was red hot either this year or last year. Can't remember.
This is a really nice horse right here.
Nice horse. 11 of 30, lifetime 21 of 30, and the money approaching the 1 million point level out of Man O' War Trillion. A nice combination. 1.5 miles. Last time out, 3rd in the same race, I believe, with the 2 Greco horses. Arlington Million 3rd. So he's around the money. It's like he's closing. Another one that has a chance to close him down. Pharaoh for a day. Dynamo. I remember this horse running early on and just kicked my tail in some race that obviously I didn't belong in, but went on a couple down races, but bounced right back. And that was an allowance, but it might be a E2 for all I know. Let's see. That was actually a C. Okay. So, but regardless, ran a nice trip around the track. So he needs
Don't forget, guys, the auction started for anybody that's listening as well. Sorry.
Yeah. I know. A bunch of $2 horses though up front. So
yeah,
for 8 or 10. And then there's this one for 125 that has never won a race. I don't know what California Girl from Leicester Shuffle. Oh, Leicester. Haven't seen him today or yesterday. 5 for 12. Nice record.
I'm hoping this one wins.
Leicester Shuffle coming back. I don't know what the heck. I'll just throw that race out. The meters, obviously.
He actually said he forgot to set the meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a training run, is what you're saying. But go back to the 15th. Horse ran a really nice race. Got edged. Back on the 14th of this month. closed down a field after stalking. Looks like he stalked the pace, so definitely a chance here. Trillaway from Chrisman, 3 for 26 lifetime, 1 for 16 on the year, but 9 for 16 in the money. Let's see what he's been doing. 1.5 miles last time out. Didn't fare too well in the race of the closers. But he's got 3rd and 4th in there last couple. 1 at 1.25 miles back on the 29th. Going to need to see more out of him, but if there's anyone that can do it, it's definitely Chrisman. This time for sure, another Chrisman horse. Two of which is Paycheck, 640,000 in points. A little bit off the last couple races. The Oaks, not sure what happened there. The horse just didn't run. And last time out from the inside, I don't know if he got blocked or what the deal was, but 3 races prior to that looked good. I can run back to that. Should be contending. Buck Crossdresser from Norm, Chernobyl Lodge, very lightly raced. 3 for 8 lifetime, 2 for 6 this year. Take a look at some of his recent races. Looks like he was in the same race. Oh, that's why they closed so fast. Norm took him out to fast fractions. Let's see. What do we got back on the at the beginning of the season? That was a C race, but still a 101 pace and 110 speed. Then followed it up with a pretty decent race on the 13th. And the speed was decent on the 8:14 race. So we'll see. Just don't want him to do what he did last time out, though. Whatever happened there. And that's the field. Gives us 20 minutes to go over the classic. What do you like in this one?
Don't jinx me, Gary. Don't jinx me.
I think Gone Fishing's going to win this one. I'm going to go with Gone Fishing.
Yeah,
he's not going to be 50 links back like he was last time, and I think he's gonna do it. Not to slight any of the other horses, but I think
you're right. He'll be thereabouts. It's a good horse.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you. Gone Fishing, and then I'm rooting for California Girl because that was one I bred and I could use the money.
I hear you. Several of them could do it, though. Good race. Okay, now I'm going to go out on a limb, Jake, Don. I've picked Blue Caviar to beat you today.
I don't think that's a bad bet. If I was at a racetrack and betting, I wouldn't want the odds of Big Bling. I would probably be playing Blue Caviar.
Now, let's go see why. But you both may run yourself to death. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go see. What the heck happened? Am I still on? My screen went black.
Yep.
You're still on.
Okay. 1.5 million points. 1.25 mile on the dirt, basically rerunning the Kentucky Derby. Savage Beast, 3-year-old from Berkey, Star of the Desert. 2 wins, 7 seconds. 650,000 earnings. Yes.
And you know what? Berkey doesn't run his horses in races they don't have a chance to win. And looking at this one, it's going to be there. It's going to be close. He's going to be in the top 3.
Yeah. He definitely will be close to the pace. And if you two run each other to death, he might just upset the apple cart.
Yep.
Here's Whiplash, the one that's probably on close, so that Bling Bling won't have any problem getting. Nice, but this is a nice looking horse.
Actually, I got him on push, so he goes out front, gets the rail, and just backs up.
Oh, okay. Okay, this guy's been running cashing checks. Does he have a chance to beat your other guy?
You know what? This horse pops every now and then. It doesn't run consistently, but every now and then puts out a tremendous race. So I don't know what to expect from it.
He's definitely got the bloodline, that's for sure. Blue Caviar out of Barbaro and Black Caviar. So I'm pretty confident he wants the lead.
He'll get the lead, I think.
Yeah. It's going to matter. The way I see this is him getting the lead and you getting like stuck.
That's my biggest fear is getting stuck in traffic because I would rather have the outside post on this race right now with Big Bling.
Yeah. But this horse, very nice looking horse. My pick.
This is a really good looking horse.
Yep. 'Tis amazing. 1 for 12 on the year, 3 for 22 lifetime, but 7 second place finishes. Did not do well in the Oaks. Hasn't seen a mile and a quarter recently, but the mile race, the 1:14.97, pretty impressive. Last two, not so. So we'll see if he can turn it around. Wonder Woman, the one that came after you in the Belmont.
Yep.
6 of 18, 4 for 11. That's the line we're looking at. 8th by 10, up 3rd by 1. This horse was really good earlier in the year and maybe even last year. I think it was late arrival, but you got him in the Kentucky Derby pretty good, and the Belmont or the Preakness pretty good, but Belmont was trying to close. I don't know. I don't know if a mile and a quarter suits it better or not, but good looking horse. Should be a really nice breeder too. And here we go, folks. Look at they couldn't make the trophies any bigger, could he? Congratulations again, Don. I don't know if I've been able to say that publicly other than on Discord, but what a season. What a horse, what a season, and good job by you as well.
Well,
what made you geld this horse? Was it really, really slow, or were you greedy?
You know, I looked at the I looked at the SR, I looked at the parents of it, and it was running, I don't know, 150, 108.50, 108.49.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, it's going to wind up in high claimers. Let me give it a shot. And so I claimed it. Or I gelded it.
Gelded it. Wow. Just a tremendous. I don't know if I've seen a horse dominate like that.
And you know what? And someone made mention the other day. I was reading the chat, and someone said, you know what? Congratulations to Don for, you know, the training and the, you know, setting the instructions correct and all that. The only 2 losses he had was me screwing up the instructions.
Oh gosh.
So,
unreal.
So once I found where he won, I just leave him, and he is a plug and play horse, and I'm just along for the ride. I'm just very fortunate to get this horse. So nothing I did on this horse to make it go like this, other than geld it.
Well,
it's trying to get away from you for cutting its nuts off. That's the problem is.
What's that?
I say it's trying to run away from you because you cut its nuts off every time you let it out of the barn.
That's what happens. Don shows up at the starting gate with a pair of scissors.
You know what? I realized I started performing better at work when I got my cut. I wasn't thinking about other stuff and just started working. So I figured to do the same for the horse.
Well, I have to tell you, the Derby win was impressive, and the Belmont win was impressive because I wasn't sure it would get the distance. But
I'll tell you what,
track records.
That Preakness was just incredible.
He's to me, his best distance is a mile.
Oh, okay.
You know, so the mile and a half, I was just like, I have no way. And then that race seemed like 3 races in one. First with Paul's horse running with him out front. Yeah. And I had the horse starting out as slow as I can make him go.
Oh, okay.
Paul ran with him. Then Brian's horse hung on him and wouldn't let go. And then Flip's horse and Dash's horse came at him in the stretch, I was amazed that he hung on. I really was.
Yeah. Good race, though. 118. I mean, for a distance. That's amazing. Okay. CC was super red hot as well earlier this year. Not looking as good lately, but if it runs like it did earlier, the 1.25 mile race, it could be there. You never know with Chrisman too, man. He has a way.
There was a lot of early races where Big Bling raced against CC.
Yep.
And they were like, Big Bling won by a nose, won by a head, won by a neck.
Okay.
There were really good races.
Now Eddie, in his Eddie's final conclusion, was joking the other night, and he's like, "Well, I had 3 options for this horse, and I ended up putting it in with Don's horse."
You know what? And I got to admit, I was hoping this one was going to be in the route. I was hoping it wasn't going to be in here.
Yeah, like we say too, boy, if there's anyone that can get a horse in a winner's circle, sure is Eddie.
Yes, absolutely.
So he's definitely a contender here. Doc Lutz with 40 trillion. This horse has been on and off. It looks like it might be back on a little bit. Not sure again if those are truly allowance or qualifiers, but decent races there. That 2 races back was a really nice race. Pearl Parlow was very good last year. This year hasn't really replicated what it was last year, but ran a really nice mile race back on the 29th of July. And so races, just don't see him contending here. California Sun from Jake Dog. Dawn. Let's see here. What do we got? Third, 2 starts back. Pretty good run there. Then in the Derby, didn't fare so well. Could have been the trip, could have been blocked, could have been the leader, the winner set a track record. So hard to say. Back in 1.25 miles on the 29th, ran a pretty even race there, getting second. So if he can come back to that effort, might be there. So we have about 13 minutes before the first race. I'm going to say the Blue Caviar is gonna pull the upset today.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wish you the best because, as Gary said, the quadruple crown is on the line here. So,
well, like I said, I think Big Bling's best distance is a mile, maybe 1.1 miles. But I don't blame you at all for the Blue Caviar here because I think that horse has a solid chance.
I just think he's going to have a very, I don't want to say easy, but very decent chance of getting to the lead with not having to put a lot of effort into it.
I agree. He's going to get out front and get the rail. And depending on what Big Bling goes through, whether he's 3 or 4 wide or whether he gets blocked or trapped. Yeah.
Now, the other thing I may be discounting because I'm dumb about this stuff is Churchill 1.25 miles, that goes around the turn, right?
I think
that's the part I'm thinking about.
Well,
like his
in real life, it only does 1 turn. I don't know what it does here.
Okay, I could be wrong.
Am I correct in the Kentucky Derby? It's only 1 turn. They start way back on the backstretch.
I thought. I don't know. I thought they actually came by the stands, but
I remember them starting deep in the backstretch.
Okay.
At an extension, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Well, see that was part of my logic that there was a turn and that, but it would make sense. There's not. But I thought that he would get out to the lead, and then you would be trying to get position going wide, maybe even 2, 3, 4 wide around the turn.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
But
think Blue Caviar is going to get the front and the rail.
Now, if it's a, well, you know what? Let's just pull up Big Bling and then Derby. I'm sure I don't think you'll be able to see this, but I'm just going to pull up as if I'm starting the race to see where it is. Someone probably knows, probably already tweeting away. No, it is. It's in the backstretch. Okay, so there went my stupid logic. No wonder why I kept losing races with Disco Inferno that he should have won.
Oh,
I just put a soda through my nose on that comment.
Wait. Look here. Look who's here. Look who's here.
Oh, shit. What a baby. Yeah.
I'm off the hook.
We got the professional race caller here at last.
Oh, the professional is here.
Hello, gentlemen.
How are you, Shane?
Ladies and gentlemen, the professional race caller we promised you.
Wow.
I will probably never be able to call another race.
Yeah, no, very good, boys. Very good, boys. I had quite a busy night at the Darwin Greyhounds last night. Night here in Australia. I got home at about 11 o'clock our time, 11 p.m., a couple of hours sleep, and I've been up for the last 40 minutes watching you galahs carrying on with tonight's BC finals. But good luck to everybody, and I'm looking forward to calling a few of them, Lee and Gary, and hopefully over here in Australia that the time lapse that we have, a couple of seconds, doesn't play too big a role.
Yep.
Wow. That seems to be all right.
This makes it special right here. This is
awesome. Let's
tonight.
We'll find that. Well, I'll throw the goat in. I'll throw the goat in at some point.
Make sure you call Gary's horse a goat.
More like a dove. Oh,
they might.
How are you keeping, Shane?
I don't think there'll be too many goats in the Breeders' Cup finals, but as I mentioned to you earlier, Lee, this is something that we'll try and do on a much more regular basis once I get myself a decent computer and we get up and running properly. Actually, I borrowed this computer from a friend of mine, and you know when the computer's on the blink, which means when it's about to blow up and chuck it in and die and not be any good anymore, and you get the green screen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the green screen? Yeah, this computer's got the green screen.
Oh,
maybe
Bob
will
the
sponsor you on. We'll have to get on to Bob to sponsor you on.
Yeah, we'll get on to Bob. We might do that. No, it's funny. It'll be interesting calling tonight because red looks like it's green, orange looks like it's blue, white looks like it's green, black looks like it's black, pink looks like it's orange.
That's funny.
Oh, dear God.
Hey, Lee, if I get halfway through a race, Lee, and I yell out for some help, you just jump right in.
I'll be out getting a snack every race.
Well, no, I love the comment the other day about putting Lee on oxygen after calling.
Yeah, I know.
The night of the half.
He was 100% right. They come around the turn. I'm like, is this thing ever going to end?
That was a.
What time was the first race?
That was a mile and a half race, and they'll test anybody out.
Oh.
We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun tonight, fellas.
Definitely.
Have you looked at the races tonight, Shane, yourself?
Some interesting comments. Just listening to you boys go over those BC finals tonight. But I know one thing's for sure and certain: there are some very, very good horses going around tonight, and there's a horse in there called Landmine, which has won 8 out of 10. He looks like he's a superstar in the making. Don's horse, Big Bling, he's back, as Gary pointed out earlier, having a crack at the quadruple, and it certainly looks like he's the one to beat in that race. And you're right, that Churchill Downs mile and a quarter starts down in the backstretch, long run to the first corner, so plenty of time for BB to get himself into a good spot, which he will do. Some terrific racing tonight, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm as tired as buggery. I need matchsticks to prop my eyelids up, but we'll get that done. We'll be okay.
So will you be showing any favoritism in the first BC race tonight, Shane?
No, I don't know, Gaz. I'll.
Well, there's a horse coming out of the 5 slot there.
He's a
really
4.
well.
As I say, the 5 slot.
I bought him out of the auction. I think I paid $20 for him, and I only bought him. I bought him cheaply because he was just outside the top 10 in the senior sprint. Order of merit at the time I bought it, and I thought if I could pick a few extra points up, he might make the final. I did that. Hello, they're about to jump somewhere. We know the Ravelli. That's called the Ravelli. Yeah, I thought if I could get a few extra points and sneak him into one of the finals, he might be worth doing it. And he got there, but he put in the last 3 qualifying runs. He was pretty ordinary. He didn't really do a lot. So I threw him into an allowance race at his last run just to try and get a win with him. It was only a 3-horse race, and I had 2 of them in it, but I got high opinions of both of them. But I sort of went with Greco's confidence meter theory. The horse was down a bit in luck, and I thought if I could get a win with him, even if it was a cheap one, it might go some way towards making him run a little bit better in the final. So we'll see how he goes. I don't mind the barrier. I don't mind barrier 5. Don't mind that gate in these. Yeah, not a bad gate in these 6 furlong races. I've got it on steady, and hopefully it can just tuck in behind the leading 3 or 4 horses. Not sure how that'll pan out.
Well, good luck. Good luck.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Shane, could you see that?
Thank you.
Are you seeing that on the screen?
I can see that, Lee. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give us a call.
Yeah, as they go down the back stretch, it's Misbehave. Yeah, I got it. I can see it. Down the back, and Misbehave leads by about a half length on Sketchy Guy in Van. Back third is Philly Phantom, and a couple of lengths away last of all is Tarrans Gelding for Gold. There you go. So I read that off the corner screen, Lee, where the words are.
Your glasses are working on you.
Clearly. Pretty good. Yeah, they're working overtime. Don't worry about that.
Well, the first race is up in 3 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, all good. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I just ran this one on here so that maybe the thing won't do that hesitation.
So this is all going to be recorded, so we can see it, and we can see this in the future, right? With them calling the races.
Yeah.
Just a matter of going on to YouTube and looking it up.
Go on. Yeah. Yeah, cool. No, I can see that quite well, Lee. That's pretty good.
Okay. So you should be good then. All
yeah,
right.
I'm fine. I'm good on my end. The only question I have
48
is,
seconds.
Yep. Well, you're at the control deck there, Lee. So it's all good my end. I'm ready to go. As long as you can hear me loud and clear, I'm happy.
Yep.
Yeah. I can hear you really good.
Perfect.
Terrific, boys. Great stuff.
Yep.
What time of the day is it there, Shane?
It's hang on, I'll tell you. It's late, very late, really early in the morning.
Yeah,
3 minutes past 4 in the morning.
Oh,
holy heavens!
Is it really? Oh, wow.
I've had the morning off the stables this morning. I usually leave here about 3:30 and head to the racing stables. I give a good mate of mine a hand at the stables, but I've had the morning off. So this morning will be a great morning. I'm here. I'm looking forward to it. I've sacrificed the morning at work to be here, so let's make it work, eh?
Yeah,
absolutely.
40 seconds. 40 seconds.
We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
As long as you call mine home in front, we'll be all right.
All good.
Okay, we're ticking down.
How many of you got in the finals, Gary? I know you've got Mischievous Maid.
I've only 2 races tonight, but I think She's a Diva might have a chance of a place. Like,
yeah.
She's
all right, good luck, everybody, today.
Yep, good luck to all the runners.
Yeah, good. How long, Lee?
Should be kicking off any second here once the window pops up. It's probably the race live is probably already kicked off, but I'm waiting for it to cycle up, and it's coming up right now.
And they're off in the BC Senior Sprint Season 55 and Sticky Situation from near the inside. Clearly the best out. And the favourite's going to go across and lead. First of a Great Family from the rails got out nicely and moves into second spot and just trailing in the slipstream of the leader. Wide out on the track, Blushing Boy is travelling forward, and just in behind them came Snow Chief. Thunder Showers back midfield with Lightning Ree. He's a force down to the rails, trying to go through and pick up ground from Pointed Bird. Well back as Lightning Ree. And as they come down the side, it's Golden Reality. Last of all, they're off the clubhouse turn. And the leader is Sticky Situation. And he's cleared away here by 3 lengths on First of a Great Family. Expensive Queen tracking forward on the outside. He's a Force has gone through to be 4th, and then a gap to Pointed Bird, but they're in the stretch and there's no catching Sticky Situation. He's a superstar of the sprinting ranks, and Sticky Situation will go away and beat First of a Great Family's hanging on for second. Then Golden Reality and Pointed Bird is flashing through late. But Sticky Situation in front and goes all the way to beat Pointed Bird, or Blushing Boy got up and ran second, and Eyelash in front of First of a Great Family, then Pointed Bird, and the rest of them. Oh. I can't tell you, the screen has come back before.
Lee, what are you doing?
I don't know. I got rid of it. I don't know what happened there. Gosh, Shane, that was
good
awesome.
Job.
That was
good
just
job.
Awesome.
Good job.
That was amazing.
Thank you, boys. Well, one down and 8 to go. How good's that horse? Sticky Situation. He has been a superstar.
Yep, absolutely. Well done, Berger.
Ranks.
Dominant win.
Berkey's horse, isn't it?
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, boys.
Far in the desert, Berkey.
Yeah, that was a dominant win.
He can get his hands on a decent horse, Berkey, can't he?
Sure can. We now have 2 minutes and a half.
What's the next one, boys? The Senior Classic. What do we like?
Yeah, let's see if I can throw it up on the countdown on the screen here.
Yeah, this is another really good race. This is you, Gary. She's All Diva.
She's All Diva.
You've gone with the Frenchman, Florent Giroux, hey?
Yeah, and have Flay the Banner in here too.
Oh, yes, I can see it down there. Well, you're a double barrel approach.
Yeah, but they're both outsiders.
Yeah.
Material Man's a hot horse here.
Very hot horse. Very good gate. Very good gate. Really good horse. Attack the Fort. Berkey's got Attack the Fort here. He was a good horse. Maybe he's lost form a little bit, but as we all know, they can bounce back. Arms wide open. Greco's Arms wide open. Another very good horse. Great race. You'll need to be right on your game to win here.
I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to listen.
Well, 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. Now, how long we got, Lee? Minute
1:15.
Yep, we're there. Well, that was very good, fellas.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
you boys have spoken about this race previously this evening.
Yeah. Christmas 3 in here.
Who would be the favourite here, gentlemen?
Material Man.
Yeah, Christmas does that. He has 5 in every beat.
Yep. But you never know.
You know, that horse of mine, boys, a quick story before the Classic. Chris Mann notified me, that horse of mine that just ran, he's a Force. Chris Mann notified me a week ago that he had 5 in the BC Senior Sprint Final, and mine was sitting at number 11. So he notified me that it would not be running. One of his was running in the Classic, so obviously one of these. And he said, just go ahead, Shane, and put your horse in the BC Sprint Final. because there will be a vacancy. So I knew a week ago that my horse was in the final.
Oh, nice.
We're the same here he done the same with me and Flay the Bonner. Flay the Bonner was sitting in 13th or 14th, I think, and there was a couple of his didn't run. So, you notified me to put mine in, which is fair dinkum to him.
Yeah, well, he has to do that because he has 5 in every BC final.
All right, be kicking off here. That's hilarious.
And they're off in the Senior Classic and wide out Road to Omaha from Greco Hold'em put on push and is in search of the early lead. Attack the Fort from the middle got out nicely, and Dynamic Kingdom and Fancy Gold are both going hard from the outside gates. So it's on early as the boys drawn wide. They want the lead, and Road to Omaha has drawn about a half length in front of Attack the Fort. She's All Diva through the middle has moved through to be in a handy third position, and back fourth Material Man. He's landed in a good spot. He's fourth on the rail. Then comes Crazy Legs. Gold Merchant is back to midfield with Egghead Software. Length and a half back to Fly the Banner, who's worse than midfield. Fancy for Gold is back amongst the tail end division with Moonshine Bust. Arms Wide Open has got a long way back, and back last with it is Dynamic Kingdom. They're coming down the side of the track now. They're off the clubhouse turn, and from the outside gate, Attack the Fort's moving up now to join the horse on the outside. Lee, give me a hand here. I can't see what the leader is. Greco's horse.
Greco's on Road to Omaha.
Road to Omaha.
Yeah, Road to Omaha. It leads the way along the back of the track by 2 on Attack the Fort. She's All Divas had a nice run in third, just trying to creep closer. Crazy Legs is back fourth on the inside, then a gap to Gold Merchant. Fancy for Gold stands the leader up 6 lengths, and so does Fly the Banner, and Moonshine Bust heads the remainder. But they're in the home stretch, and they still haven't got Road to Omaha. It's 3 or 4 in front as Attack the Fort and Material Man, who's getting clear now of a pocket and starting to run home well. But Road to Omaha's got a handy lead. Material Man is charging home late, but Road to Omaha in front from the outside gate and all the way. Road to Omaha beat Attack the Fort and a brave She's All Diva. It ran 4th, and just behind them running 5th was Fly the Banner.
Wow, that was an impressive win.
Yeah.
Outside.
Well
gate.
done.
He doesn't muck around, Greco. He likes that. He likes the push button when they draw wide for sure and certain.
Yeah. He likes to lead. He likes to get out there front.
Wow, what a race.
Well, he's
I'm
defined
delighted.
his table over a long
4th
period
and
of
5th.
time. And, well,
I
he's
will
say I'm
the
delighted with
opposite
4th
to me,
and
Greco, if he sees. Yeah, yours went good, Gary. They went very well.
4th on 5th.
They just ran into some very, very, very good horses.
Yeah. I'm well happy with that. Guys, I have to take
Very
a phone
good
call
horses.
here. I'll be
You've
back
just
in a
run
minute or
behind.
two.
Well, Gary, your 2 horses. Righto, bud.
Minute and a half for the next one. He had to take a phone call. It's his agent. His agent's mad that
Yeah, I'm
he's
having a
been
bit-
relegated to
He's all right.
1/4 of the screen instead
He's
of
out of
1/2
that.
of the screen. So, but wow, what a run! That shows you a horse can bounce back, because that horse
Yes.
came right back after a couple.
Oh, that was dominant. Jumped to the lead and held it on. No challenge.
That was. I really thought Material Man would be a little bit closer to him, but
I think that's 2. I think that's 2 for 2 so
And you
far.
know, boys,
Front lead.
yep, 2 for 2.
Speed might be holding today.
Got a little bit less
you
than a
know,
minute
boys,
for the
if
next.
you do your research, I think that race, I think you're right. The lead might be holding, but I think that race also shows you that you have to take note in this schedule.
Yep. Here's
Alvarado
yours.
just
Here's
rode
the
that horse right in
Moonshine.
front running rider. Good luck to the Moonshine.
Road Rabbi. Let's see, we had I don't know who we had going as the favorite in this.
Chris Mann has 4 here, 4 in this.
Yeah,
I think Iron Security is the favorite here.
That's
he would be. Yeah, I think Iron Security, Captain Stephen, they've been the best 2 horses all series right through.
Yeah.
Let's get her rolling. Bring it on up. Bring it on up.
And they're off in the BC Route Final. And the first to begin, just let me adjust things here. Let me go to full screen. You can have a decent look. Having a bit of trouble here. Can't see them.
Oh,
now
sorry.
We're right.
Your horse
and
went
at the
to
end
lead.
Of a couple of hundred as I've got it all good. Yep. So Moonshine Rebo from the outside gate is looking for the lead. Iron Security and Swift Shore have both got out of the machine well as he pulls back now on Moonshine Rebo. Couldn't find the lead, so elects to go back. And Iron Security heads across and leads from Swift Shore. Brassic went through the third and Moonshine Rebo's up to 4th around Capital Radio. Then Tayon has a lot of wind and Captain Stephen, who's getting back to be midfield. Then Internationalised, Sugar Sands, Mischievous Maid. And last of all is Taryn's going all the way as they head towards the back of the track, and it's across in front Iron Security, leading from Commanding, who's gone up second around Swift Shore and Brassic. Out 3 deep, Moonshine Rebo just trying to slot in a little closer. Then Taron has a lot of wind. Capital Radio's one off the fence, and then Internationalised and Captain Stephen. He's got a fair way back. He stands Iron Security up a good 5 lengths as they head off the back stretch. And then Sugar Sands, Mischievous Maid back second last. Taron's going all the ways last of all. But Iron Security's travelling well in the lead. It leads by 3 lengths with 2.5, 3 furlongs to go. Swift Shore second, third is Commanding. Moonshine Rebo's off the tracks trying to go forward and back on the fence, Brassic. Capital Radio's trapped in traffic, can't get a run. He'll fair dinkum need a step ladder to get out from there. And then Captain Stephen getting to the outside, starting to come into the race. And Taron has a lot of winders next, but on the home corner. And Iron Security has cleared out. Leads by 5 now on Swift Shore and Commanding. Then Brassic, Moonshine Rebo and Capital Radio. But look at Iron Security with a half a furlong left to go. It leads by 4 or 5, maybe a track record here. And Iron Security streaking away with the BC Route Classic and goes on to win by 4 or 5 lengths. It's a romp. Gives them a thumping. Beats. Second will go to Internationalised in front of Capital Radio getting through late, and then Swift Shore. Taron has a lot of wind. Mischievous Maid made good ground from the back. But what about Iron Security? Thoroughly deserved the victory.
Wow.
That was another
something.
Another dominant win. Congratulations to Chrisman. That was awesome.
Congrats for sure.
Big win.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Leaders are going very well tonight, aren't they, boys? Is that 3 finals and 3 leaders? I think it is.
Yep. That was the older fellas.
Yep. That's it. The older boys are gone.
I want to see what that pace was. That was awesome.
The pace was 103.
Holy cow!
Did I break the record, Lee?
Oh yeah.
He broke the record easily.
He
broke the record by.
I said that in my race call for one reason. I didn't know. I didn't have a gauge. I couldn't get a gauge on what time they ran the first half of the racing, but when you have those good races, BC finals and the like, and you see horses win by very, very big margins, you can almost guarantee it's a track record. I've got a very ordinary horse called Buck Style. It come from Greco. Are we ready? It's in the Santa Anita Derby finals, and it broke a track record over 1.25 miles in its last run. Didn't deserve to break it. didn't ever look like it had a track record in it, but it went to the front and
Went
just
back.
cruised along in the lead. And when it won by about 5 lengths, I thought this might be a track record, and it was. Certainly that horse doesn't deserve the track record, but it got it. When they win by big margins, I always look for a track record like that one just did. Iron Security.
That was huge.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised it got 4th in that race.
Off they go in the BC 3-year-old sprint, and Landmine, the race favourite, clearly wants the lead, and he was the best out. Finicky Flea got away well. Man from Pegasus, Delta Process, and Orange Fanta all trying to go forward, but Landmine trying to just cross over and clear in front of Finicky Ree, and the favourites on top. So Landmine leads them as they head out of the back straight, and will be hard to beat from there. Finicky Ree second, Man from Pegasus goes through to be third, and fourth is Delta Process, then Sam the Floor, Orange Fanta. American Tanks back wide out, and they were followed by the Boss's Dream and Ghost Protocol, but Landmine is right on the bridle as they come down the clubhouse turn, leads by 3 lengths and skipped away. Finicky Ree's doing a good job trying to hold on to his tail, but can't do it at the moment. The leader slipped further in front. Going through the third is Delta Process, and then American Tank and the Boss's Dream making up ground, but in the home running and well clear. Landmine leads by 3 lengths. Big run now coming out of the Boss's Dream, but all too late, and Landmine hits the line and wins by 2.5. The Boss's Dream second, Delta Process ran third, and fourth went to Ghost Protocol.
You didn't think you'd done that before, Shane?
Wow.
Beg your pardon, Gary?
Congratulations.
I say you would near think you'd done this before.
I know. Who would have known that he had this in him?
Well, I'm 61 years old, boys, and I called my first ever race when I was 15, so 46 years ago.
Wow. This is like breathing for you.
Still doesn't need the oxygen tank, huh?
No, I won't. I won't need the oxygen tank, but I'll tell you what I'll need. I'll need a better computer, because this damn green screen, it's giving me the shits.
We'll get Bob on to buy you one. I have about 3 or 4 computers here, Shane. The only problem is you're too far away. I have 3 or 4 computers here I could give you.
Okay, I don't need one. I just do it all off my phone. Yep. No, I do it all off my phone, boys.
It's your first one, Jake, is it?
Knows it's about to blow up.
What
Jake got? Midnight Stars.
Yeah, I got Midnight
Stars, Jake.
I'm worried.
His form's very good.
I'm worried now, though, but he hasn't come out fast. So I'm worried about the speed holding.
Yep. Well, it's been holding so far.
Well, the speed held last night, and it seems to be holding tonight again. So.
Yeah, Midnight Stars is out very quick, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I think I had a look last night. I think Wicked Ways has good form, number 3.
Yes, good horse.
Yeah, good horse. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that one. Jake mentioned that on what was the other one you mentioned? Wild Fox.
Wild Fox also being both those on the inside, and then Two Rivers has the closing speed.
Yeah. Okay. What about the Trillion horse? Make a Trillion. Have you had a good look at Dasher's horse?
Yes. It's a consistent horse. I don't know whether he's gonna get the front or he's gonna close or not. He's kind of middle of the pack.
Yeah. Okay.
And congrats to Aloya. I don't know if we said congrats to Aloya. I'm sure we did, but
yeah, congrats to all the winners so far.
Yep.
Well, Landmine looked the best horse in that race, so that's nice to see that come out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Chris Mann busy congratulating everybody.
Yep.
Well, he didn't congratulate too many last season because the bugger won them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Crispin's a very gracious person. Yeah, but he did. He won them all last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember he did. He had a really big night, BC night last year, didn't he? Last season, didn't he?
He went over 3K or something.
Fellas, there are some superstar trainers in the game at the moment, aren't there?
Yeah, there definitely is. We've got one of them on here. He's sitting with a pig cap on at the minute.
Not just that, all the new trainers are doing outstanding.
They're off and running. They're away in the Breeders' Cup 3-year-old dirt mile, and Silver Warrior from an outside gate. The grey horses in search of the early lead. Wild Fox from the middle has got away very well, and Flying Trick and Cocaine Bear moving up towards the lead. And then Two Rivers, who's trying to go forward from an outside gate. Crystallize has got back from the inside from Wicked Ways and Dashing Pegasus. Midnight Stars has drifted back to be well out of the contention, now starting to track forward. Make a Trillion, Perfect X, and Bigger Ticket is out the back to last. And Gary, what's in front again, mate? What's the leader? I've lost it.
Silver Warrior.
Screen's got me. The grey, Silver
Warrior.
Silver Warrior heads down the back stretch. Yeah, comes off the clubhouse turn at Silver Warrior by 2 on Wild Fox. Travelling well in second spot and looks a danger. Over on the fence, Flying Trick. Two Rivers is nice and handy. It's within 3 lengths of the lead as they head for home. It's the leader, Silver Warrior. Wild Fox about a length away, trying to close in. On the outside is Two Rivers and then Flying Trick. Midnight Stars is too far back, running on late. Wild Fox put the head in front of Silver Warrior. And Wild Fox is just in front. I think it'll hang on and win. Wild Fox, just the leader. Midnight Stars is flashing late now. And I think I've got it right. It's the Jake Dog. Midnight Stars takes the lead and beat Flying Trick and Wild Fox. Then Two Rivers,
well done, Jake,
and Crystallize.
Well done, Jake.
Wow.
Yeah, well done, Dom.
Woo!
I saw him coming.
I was starting to worry about getting one today, so I'm happy.
That was a big run by Jarlath Grove there in second.
That was a big finish.
At the start of the race, he looked like he was out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he did. He got a long way back, and I could see him about 4 lengths off those leading 4 at the top of the home straight, but he really unleashed a big run late. It was terrific.
Yeah, as soon as he settled 3 wide, he started taking up ground, but it was a long way to go.
Yeah.
Shane, see where the screen is. See the way the picture is now with the 4 of us showing there. Shane, see the way the picture's showing with the 4. See down in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a wee box with 4 arrows. That'll fill your full screen and make the screen bigger for you when you're watching the race.
Sorry. See where the picture. It's not that, Gary. What happens, the list down in the bottom left-hand corner as the race is going, the list is ticking over.
Yeah, that's all right. Jake Dog again here, 2 on it.
So what happens with the green screen is when there's a change of leader, that screen changes and it changes the colour of the riding, and I can't see it. If I can't realise what horse is in front, it's only because of the green screen. I can see if there's a 12-horse race, I can see the bottom 11. I can see what the bottom 11 are, but I can't see the top one. I have my good old mate. This is my good old mate Normie from True Noble's got 2 in the next one. What are we on here? This is the what? We're up to the Turf Mile, eh?
Yep, this is the Turf Mile here.
Yep, 3-year-old Turf Mile. Well, good luck to the Aussies. There's not many of us around tonight.
No. Well, you'd have to fancy Norm here, wouldn't you?
I have to. Well, I like Grace O'Malley here. I tried to buy it in the auction, but a bloke called Don from Jake Dog Racing got under my guard at the last moment.
Come on, but I promise you some breeds to it when it was retired.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no, I haven't forgotten. I've got that written down in the notebook.
He's like an elephant. He never forgets.
And if you don't honor that, he'll be on the next podcast.
I'll honor it.
Yeah. No, I was looking for a nice brood mare. I thought I lay low. I lay low at Digital Downs. I don't really spend a lot of money on it, and I'm happy to do what I'm doing. But I thought it's about time I spent a little bit of money and tried to get a decent one. And I had it all parcelled up until about the last 1/8 of a second.
Yeah, that was it happened to be an auction where I was kind of flush in cash, and I decided I wanted some brood mare.
I know he bid me up on one. Kept bidding me up.
Don must have just got.
Here we go.
Don must have just got home from the casino. They're off, and Hawaiian Queen. Near the inside was the best to begin from True Noble Lodge. Lady Trillions away well. And Sideshow Pipe Dream, the stablemate of the leader, has gone through now to follow its stable companion. Half the Hassle is now in third spot, and then Grace O'Malley going through to be a close handy fourth. Your Way Trot, Lady Trillion, and Dunbar Time are all back midfield from Outlander, Dashing Apollo Will's Way, and back last of all is Looks Good. It's Hawaiian Queen leading the way as they come down the side, and it leads by 2 lengths on its stablemate Sideshow Pipe Dream. Half the Hassle is up running third and gives the leader 3 lengths head start. Your Way Trot is progressing on the outside up to fourth and doing it in good style. Grace O'Malley in the checkered silks is back fifth on the rail. Lady Trillion is next as they come up the clubhouse turn. Dunbar Time back to fourth and then Will's Way. But it's Hawaiian Ding Dong careering away here. Hawaiian Queen, rather, leads by 3. It's stablemate Sideshow Pipe Dreams in pursuit, but still 3 lengths in arrears. Your Way Trot and Half the Hassle. They're trying to pick the leader up, but a big kick from Hawaiian Queen. And it's clear as they come down with not too far to go, getting out of the pack late, running on as I can't see that one, can't pick it up at the moment, but it's still Hawaiian Queen in front. Lady Trillion with a late run grabs the lead in the shadows of the post, and Lady Trillion has beaten Hawaiian Queen.
Off the hustle, sorry.
Oh, thanks, Gary. Thanks, Gary. You'll never make it. You'll never make it.
Oh, sorry, that was my fault. Well done, and doing it.
Congrats there, Stu.
Sorry.
Yeah, well done, Stu.
Norman
that's
second.
That's life.
That's third. Jake Doug, you got 4th there, Don?
I think so.
I thought here he comes again.
Yeah.
Here comes Don.
So did I.
I was surprised that Sideshow didn't. I thought he would just get in the trip and would run him down there.
Well, hey, you guys remember I mentioned Hawaiian Queen, though.
You did.
That horse
Yeah.
gave Big Clean big trouble on a lot of races.
You did mention it. I will.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, do you know something? Can I just give you a little heads up? You know, we've made a couple of comments here tonight. We've made a couple of comments this evening about how the lead's been holding up in those longer races and the sprint races. Mm-hmm. The lead has been holding up in everything bar the mile races. One of the hardest things on DD Downs is to go all the way, go from wire to wire over a mile, and that's been proven again tonight.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, I never use push. But then again, it doesn't matter with me because I don't really have a decent horse. They can do it. But they have to be. They can do it, but they have to be really, really good.
Well, Jake Dog Don at the buzzer.
I tell you, his last 2 races, he hit a wall in foul form. So I don't know what he's going to do. If he was running like earlier, I would be like very excited. Right now, I don't think so.
Special Tiara was hot at one point, and
yeah,
she's on tilt. It's been good, so we shall see.
At the buzzer was a horse that kept beating Missing Link, so I decided to buy it from Greco.
Yeah. Well, he's the easiest one to buy from or to claim from because he has no problem letting horses go.
No, absolutely not. He was very gracious in his price on the horse.
Yep, that he is.
What have we got, boys? The 6 furlong, eh? 6 furlong sprint final.
Yes,
what's What's the prize money here, gentlemen? I see 650,000. Pretty
Yep.
good, isn't it?
Yep.
Pretty
Very
good for fantasy horses.
Sure is. Let's look at Gary. Where's the dogs? You haven't even brought the dogs out today.
Yeah, Holly, come here.
Oh, I see Holly.
Oh, dear sir, she's run to bed. She's Freddie Ely.
Gary, is that your dog? Gary?
Yep, that's Holly. Holly, come here. Yeah. Holly, come here. Call the race.
Dang it. Sorry. The screen got.
Yep, we'll get back to Holly. They're off in the BC Dirt Sprint for 3-year-olds at the buzzer. From the inside barrier was one of the best down and led from Tis Heavenly. Sunny Day over into a good spot now. Up to fourth, and she's on tilt, has moved through in a good spot third. Then a gap to Curlinter, Apple Pie and Tis Pretty. Missing Links drifted a fair way back, and they were followed by Pure Hype, and Special Tiara went back to last. At the buzzer, comes off the back and comes around the clubhouse turn, leading from Tis Heavenly, who's a length away and drops over onto the rail. Sunny Day's very handy in fourth spot or third spot now and starting to creep a little bit closer. Missing Links picked up some ground back to fourth, and then came She's on Tilt, Curlinter, and the rest are too far back. But at the buzzers in front, halfway down the home stretch, but Sunny Days wearing it down and gets level. There'll be a late charge from Missing Link. Sunny Days took the lead in the shadows of the post. Missing Link is going to come with a late charge. Missing Link moves up, puts its head in front, and Missing Link won. Missing Link has won the dirt sprint and has beaten Sunny Day, and at the buzzer, fourth went to Pure Hype, who made a lot of ground from late, and then Tis Heavenly and Tis Pretty.
Well done, Don. First and
Missing
third.
Link, as you
Good luck.
Very good, Don. Very good.
Show off.
Show off. I tell you what, that Sunny Day ran a hell of a race. So
Yeah, definitely did.
I'm interested to know.
Yeah,
I'm sure Paul's going to tell us, but did he claim that horse? Sunny Day?
Sunny Day, maybe. There was a couple we were going over that were claimed, remember?
Well,
Okay, so I'm leaving the picture up, of course, because it's a gray horse. Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
what was the post position on Missing Link again?
7. Oh, no, 8.
He was coming out of the 8th hole.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
8's my number.
I'm extremely excited about that. That was huge.
8. It had 8. Yeah, it was 8.
Yeah, it was 8. Okay.
That was a big
Yeah,
run.
it was 8.
Well, you know what?
Hey, boys, sorry, Dom.
No, I was going to say, at the buzzer ran better than he did the last couple races, so maybe he's on his way back. So hopefully he is.
Well, gentlemen, this upcoming race, the 3-year-old turf route, I really, really hope that Gone Fishing can win here for Flip, because he was so brave and so courageous behind Big Bling in the Belmont. I know there's a few trillion horses in this upcoming race, but I'm really, really cheering for Gone Fishing here, and Flip Farms and Irad Ortiz. That's what I'm barracking for in this one. Some good horses here, some really good upcoming horses.
Yep, I like going fishing myself.
I agree with you. That horse, if Big Bling didn't exist, that horse would be racking everything up right now.
Hey,
But you're still laughing, Annie. How you doing?
Hey, Don, here's your answer.
What's that?
It was claimed $25 claimed off Grigo.
Look at the bottom there.
I knew it. Well, I'll tell you, Paul has taken so many that I put in like $20, $25, $15,000 claimers that he's taken on to win big money with.
Yeah, he definitely does that.
What can you say? It's like, congrats, dude. You got it down. He did.
Yeah.
He has taken the place of Aquaman.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah, Aquaman was a superstar at the claiming game, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Sorry, Gary.
I see Norm's got one in here too. Buck Crossdresser.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah, I don't know
Nemesis.
that he named it after him. Yeah, I was talking to Norm. He told me he named that horse after himself.
Oh dear.
That's funny.
Yeah, he can't be with us tonight, Norm. He's a tremendous player, great player, Norm, isn't he? Tremendous. But he moved from Alice Springs, where there were a group of us. We started a long time ago. There were only 3 of us. 3 Aussies were playing Digital Downs, I think maybe 2009, I can't remember, when I joined, but we're the only 3 that were playing, and me and Norma left, and Nigel, who was the other part of getting.
There you go, Shane. Call the race.
Over there in the United States. Yeah.
Call the race.
Gary, thank you very much from the studio. Gary, thank you, Gary. They're off. They go in the 3-year-old turf route, and Gone Fishing is one of the best out with twinning. Trillyway and Trill Dancer have both got away smartly, and Pioneer goes across. So the 3 Trillion horses are all right up on speed. California Girl and More Cake get back to midfield. He Shoots, He Scores is next, and then this time for sure, Buck Crossdresser from the outside has gone back to second last. Pharaoh for a Day is last of all. The leader, what's the leader, Gary?
Gone Fishing.
Gaz?
Gone Fishing.
Yeah, Gone Fishing. There he is, off cross and in front, and leads the way from twinning. Third is Trillyway, and fourth Trill Dancer. Pioneers up to 5th. And those Trillion 3, they look to be travelling pretty strongly just off the pace. He Shoots, He Scores, starting to go through between horses, and then California Girl, this time for sure, is well back, probably 6 or 7 lengths off the lead with Buck Crossdresser. Pharaoh for a Day, and More Cake is back amongst the tail end division as they head towards the clubhouse turn. And the leader, Gone Fishing, he is off and gone. He leads by 4 lengths over twinning. Trillyway's third, and up to 4th now is Pioneer. He Shoots, He Scores, continuing to progress, but now has run into traffic problems. Buck Crossdresser was next, and then California Girl. Further back this time for sure. Pharaoh for a Day is back second last, and More Cakes a clear last. But Gone Fishing comes up towards the home corner with 2 furlongs left to go and has an almighty lead by 5 lengths. Buck Crossdresser has quickly now made a swift run around the outside and progresses to second and gets pursuit to the front runner. Then Pioneer and Trillyway. He Shoots, He Scores, still can't get out, but Gone Fishing is clear with about 100 metres left to go from Buck Crossdresser. In third spot, Pioneer, and then Trillyway, but there's no catching Gone Fishing. This is a most deserved victory, and Gone Fishing will go down and score over Buck Crossdresser. Pioneer, where's the post? I might have gone off a bit early here. It's still Gone Fishing in front from Buck Crossdresser. Give me the line. He's just in front and just wins. Thank Christ for that.
I'm like, I don't know.
I'm sorry, shit up made me laugh so much.
I made that mistake once.
Hey.
It looks like he's got it wrapped up, and then he got third.
Yeah. Listen here, boys. I've called over 75,000 races in an unillustrious career, and I had no worries at all about it.
I wouldn't either. I had no worries.
Well done, Flip. Well done, Mark. That's a deserved win.
Congrats, Flip.
Very popular guy. I tell you what, old Buck Crossdresser was.
I thought he was going to close him down.
Yeah.
That was a huge race from Crossdresser, but congratulations, Flip. Well deserved.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, boys.
Is that
the big one's next?
The big one.
Dawn, are you nervous? Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. It is what it is. I've already, you know what? I can't ask for any more out of that horse, right?
Absolutely.
Plus, he knows I've already jinxed Blue Caviar, so.
I have backed it in the tipping competition.
But I'll tell you what, since Lee picked Blue Caviar, if Blue Caviar wins, I'm never talking to Lee again.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Oh, Well done, all the best. I really hope it does it for you.
Because I thought it was going to head around the turn early on. So,
well, you know what you were talking about earlier, back in the day, when I first joined the site was 2008, and I played for about 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. And the most dominant players on here were Shane and Norm. Dominated the whole game, and Ryan Express, which I don't know whatever happened to him, whatever. But they dominated the game, and I pretty much played the claimer game. I didn't have a lot of funds, and I just but those guys dominated the game.
Off they go in the 3-year-old classic, and Blue Caviar from gate 3 was one of the best out in search of the lead. Whiplash trying to go underneath it and keep it off the rail. Then Seachy and Eddie's Final Conclusion. Savage Beast has got back to midfield. Then California Sun, Pearl Palo, 40 Trillions well back with 'Tis Amazing. Second last, Wonder Woman, and the champ, Big Bling. He's gone back to last, and he'll need to start to make some progress as they head into the back stretch. And the leader is Blue Caviar. Exactly what Don did not want, and Blue Caviar leads 3/4 on Whiplash. Savage Beast has gone through the third, and fourth now is Pearl Palo from California Sun and Teachy. Then 'Tis Amazing, Big Bling starting to progress through the field now, and they're followed by Eddie's Final Conclusion, Wonder Woman, and 40 Trillion is last of all as they start to run out of the back stretch and around the clubhouse turn, and Blue Caviar's in front by 1.5 Whiplash. Pearl Palo travelling third and fourth, Savage Beast along the rail. They're followed by California Sun and Seachy. 'Tis Amazing next, and then Big Bling. And the next one was Eddie's Final Conclusion with 40 Trillion and Wonder Woman. But Blue Caviar leaves them as they come down with 2.5 furlongs to go and might take some running down. Whiplash second. Third is Pearl Palo trying to edge closer. Savage Beast and California Sun were next, and then Seachy and Big Bling starting to swing wide, but at the top of the straight, and the one that beats the one in front, Blue Caviar, leads by 2. Whiplash trying to grind back the margin, and then Pearl Palo on the outside starting to run on pretty well, and then California Sun and Seachy. There's no Big Bling. The leader, Blue Caviar. Pearl Palo's 1.5 lengths away, trying to pick the leader up, and then California Sun. Blue Caviar desperate for the line. Pearl Palo will put in a late dive, but Blue Caviar goes all the way and beats Pearl Palo, and then third, California Sun from Savage Beast. Eddie's Final Conclusion, and it was one of the tail enders. Well, Don, that's what you predicted. You've said it all through the podcast, and your prediction, mate, has come very, very true.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not talking to Lee, but I'll talk to the rest
of you guys. Well done, Curtin Lodge. Well done. Unlucky, Don. Unlucky.
There, I muted him. He won't talk to me. I'm not going to let him talk to anybody.
No, I agree. You know what? I thought that was the main challenge right there. And Big Bling just didn't fire this race. And congrats. But Big Bling, I'm happy. I'm going to make a T-shirt with Big Bling T-shirts. If anybody wants to buy them, $10 a T-shirt.
Massive. Well, I'm pleased for Jazz too. He's an Australia. Well, he's an Englishman living in Australia.
Yeah. Well, he's got a whole 4-year-old season to come back and do some more stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that just wasn't a good trip for him.
You know, Don,
Shane, a big well done to you too, bud. That was
absolutely.
Yeah, no.
I'll tell you what, boys. I'll tell you something. It's a very difficult job to try and call those races with the screen that I've got, because you pretty much can't really see anything. So it's very, very important, almost bordering, I believe, on critical, that if we're going to do this, then I've certainly got to pull my finger.
Well, put it, I guess.
And
we'll make sure for next season.
Computer and
for next season, we'll make sure between us all you have a decent computer. Between us all, we'll make sure you have a decent computer for next season.
Yeah, cool,
It's not all bad for.
No, because I do it. I enjoy doing it. There's one other little issue that you boys aren't aware of. I'm going to get my ass kicked in the morning because it's it's 5 o'clock or something here now, is it?
Yeah.
And it's 10 to 5 in the morning, and I'll go back a bit here. If I point that way, there's 2 17-year-old kids asleep in the bedroom over there. Over that way is my flatmate. He's 3 meters away. He's trying to sleep over there. I've got the door to my bedroom closed. I've got the door to the bedroom closed. I've sticky taped it all up, and I've got a bath towel laying along the bottom so none of my words or none of my voice can leak out under the cracks.
Well, Shane, we really appreciate it, buddy. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
One last thing, though. Let's give a little call to.
I hope some of.
Oh, go ahead. I just want to give a call to Pearl Parlow and California Sun and Savage Beast and that last one, as well as Eddie Final Conclusion 40 Trillion. So let's not feel too bad for Jake. He did get $180 in that last race.
Yeah.
That's back in the sales ring for him.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The only thing is Gary's going to
I'd be really
happy. Horses I'd buy from him. If I
all right, fellas.
And,
good job, Shane.
And Don, congratulations. Congratulations to you, Don.
Everyone.
Congratulations to you, Don, because you've had a wonderful year, Don, and you know, not only have you elevated your stable to, well, really top echelon. You're really right among the top stables now. There's no denying that, and it certainly takes a good horse to get you there, Big Bling. But even if you take Big Bling out of the equation, your stable management and the season that you've had have been absolutely explicit, mate. You're doing a great job.
Well, coming from you, I appreciate that very much.
Ask him a question. Ask him how many times he was going to quit a few months back.
Yeah, I'll admit this. When I came back to the game, like what was it, about a year ago, Gary?
Yeah.
All these changes, because I remember when we used to have to set our own meters and work our horses to get our meters up, and I'll do all those type of things. And I came back to the game, and I was as frustrated as you could see. I was ready to quit every week. I was like, I'm done. I'm not. Gary talked me off the ledge every time.
And he still never forgive me for it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it coming from you.
You sound a bit like Colin from Harass Dupin.
Oh, he was shouting.
No, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed
it,
boys. I've enjoyed spending some time with you, but that's time to go and have time for a little sleep for me.
Yep. That's all right, Jim. Thank you.
Congrats, everybody, today. Thanks, you guys, for being all on here.
Yep.
See you next time.
That'll do. Well done, boys. Cheers. Bye.
Outstanding.